You took Rich Dad as a company, into a more spiritual direction a few years ago. You really said, wait a second, I want to make sure what we're doing is has a real direction and a real giving thing back. Can you talk about that decision and how has that changed your perspective on what you're doing the next few years?
Well, I didn't really change direction. I just became more open about it. As I said, when I was studying with Bucky Fuller in the 80s, he says, what does God want done?
Right.
And most guys say, well, I want to do what I want to do. So I was in rock and roll. I was having fun, making a lot of money. But when Fuller asks us, what does God want done? I think God wants evolution. And he wants everybody to enjoy wealth, not just the rich. So with that, all I made the difference to do was become more vocal about spirituality. And the guy that kind of inspired me too was Ray Dalio. Of Bridgewater, he says he encourages people to meditate. Well, guys like me meditate. We read spiritual books like The New Earth, Tolley, Singer, Fuller. So I read my financial books, but I also read great spiritual thought leaders today. And I think if we don't do that, we're finished anyway.
Does that surprise a lot of people to know that, a money guy has a serious spiritual component? Does that surprise a lot of people?
Well, I cover that in Fake, because what most people don't know, the military is very spiritual. You never leave a friend. We didn't fight for our country. I fought to make sure if you were in a, my job was to get you home.
Right.
And that was, my job was to get my team home. So I went to Vietnam with 16 guys, and my job was to get 16 guys home. That was my job. It wasn't to get air medals and all that stuff. And so that's the first word I learned at the academy was the mission. What is your mission? And when I went to the MBA program, there was no mention of the word mission. It was money. How do you screw the next guy? How do you beat your competition? So I found my spirituality at military school and in the Marine Corps. And I write about it, and I was out over the South China Sea. I lost my engine. I went down 3 times.
Wow, 3 times.
I lost my engine, and they call it going exterior. And suddenly I wasn't flying the aircraft, it was just watching me fly the aircraft. I don't know how we got down, because we were loaded with rockets and machine guns and ammo and all this, and we were coming out of the sky like a rock. It was so terrifying, it just went. But I went into another dimension. And from there, I started searching more and more and more. That's how I wound up with Buckminster Fuller. Is what is this thing called spirituality? Like I said, I flunked out of Sunday school. I was looking for spirituality, not religion, if you know what I mean.
Is there some higher power guiding you think?
I think guiding all of us. There has to be. And I really do want to believe that this higher power, God or the Great Spirit or whatever you call it, wants all of us to make it. And I think we better start doing something pretty quick, because we're going to kill each other. We're killing the planet, killing the earth, we're killing people. How can a kid walk into a room and shoot their classmates? There's something extremely sick about that. And you can say you can take away the guns. Well, if you took away the guns, they'd still be doing it another way. They'd gas them or something. So there's something going on that if we don't get the message as human beings, we're finished.